if not every opportunity is meant for you? What if the reason you feel overwhelmed isn't because you're not doing enough, but maybe you're trying to carry too many things that were never actually yours to hold? Because we live in a world that constantly tells us to do more, become more, say yes more, optimize more, and eventually your nervous system stops asking, "Is this aligned?" and starts asking, "How much can I survive?" Hi, lovey. I'm Sharon Lee, creator of Wild Soul Hope, the Hope Method, and author of When the Soul Remembers Hope. I help people bring clarity to chaos through hope and unconditional love, moving you from survival into sovereignty, from fragmentation into remembrance, from performance back into truth. Today we're talking about discernment, about opportunities, alignment, overwhelm, and learning how to recognize the difference between what is truly meant for you and what simply feels urgent. Because not every seed is yours. Opportunities versus alignment. But before we go any further, just take a breath with me. Inhale slowly. Exhale gently. Again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You don't have to decide your whole future today. You do not need a 5-year plan by lunchtime. You don't need to suddenly become the healed, productive, emotionally regulated version of yourself because you listened to one motivational reel at 2 a.m. And honestly, sometimes growth is just drinking water, answering one single email, and not emotionally spiraling because somebody took 3 hours to text you back. That's never happened. That counts too, you know. You're allowed to just be here in this moment. Spring brings options, new ideas, new energy, new possibilities. And at first, that can feel exciting. You feel inspired, motivated, hopeful. You start thinking, maybe I should launch the thing, move, start over, take the class, join the program, say yes to opportunities, fix my whole life by next Thursday. And listen, I say this lovingly. Sometimes we treat healing like a group project with unrealistic deadlines. But here's the truth most people don't talk about. Not every seed is yours to plant. Some opportunities are aligned, and some are distractions dressed up as urgency. And if you don't slow down long enough to feel the difference, you will end up overcommitted, emotionally disconnected, and exhausted. Because fear has a very convincing voice. Fear says, what if this is your only chance? What if you miss out? What if everybody else moves forward and you stay stuck? What if saying no means failure? Some people say yes before checking in with themselves. And later, they feel it. The heaviness, the resistance, the quiet exhaustion, that subtle knowing. This looked good externally, but internally, it never felt fully true. And this is where discernment becomes sacred. because discernment is not about saying no to everything. No, it's about learning to recognize what genuinely supports your life versus what simply feeds your fear, your ego, or your need for validation. And honestly, I've had to learn this lesson the hard way. There were seasons where I thought every opportunity meant this must be the next step. I gotta go for it. And suddenly, I had 12 tabs open in my brain at all times. I was going to write everything, build everything, learn everything, help everyone, heal my nervous system, start new routines, drink more water, become wildly organized, which I am really organized, but that's a whole nother story. We're not going down that road. Meanwhile, though, my soul was basically sitting in the background like, girl, we cannot emotionally afford another project right now. Do you have rocks in your head? And I laugh about it now, but I think many of us do this. We overload ourselves trying to become worthy of the life we want. We confuse movement with alignment, and sometimes the opportunities themselves aren't even bad. They're just not meant for this season. And I think maturity is learning that timing matters. Because even beautiful seeds planted in the wrong season struggle to grow. Sometimes people think alignment always feels exciting. But honestly, alignment often feels quieter than urgency. Urgency feels loud, fast, pressured, emotionally charged. But alignment feels grounded, clear. Even when it's a little scary, it still feels true underneath. And this is important because dysregulated nervous systems often mistake urgency for intuition. When you've lived in survival mode for long periods of time, chaos can start feeling normal. So peace feels boring. Stillness feels unfamiliar. Slowness feels unproductive. And suddenly, if something doesn't create adrenaline, we assume it must not matter. But sustainable growth usually does not scream. It steadies. It creates space, breathing room, and clarity. It supports your actual life, not just your identity. And I think this is where many people lose themselves. Not because they lack potential, but because they never learned how to choose fewer things more intentionally. So instead of asking, what should I do next? Maybe ask, does this feel like alignment or urgency? Alignment feels grounded, right? So even if it stretches you, it still feels connected to your deeper truth. Urgency feels rushed, pressure-filled, like you need to decide immediately or everything will fall apart. And here's your permission today. You don't need 12 priorities. You probably need 1 or 2, maybe 3. Things you can actually nurture. Things that matter in your real life, not just your image or your fear or your need to prove something. Because when you try to grow everything all at once, nothing receives enough energy to truly flourish. Choose fewer seeds and tend to them very well. How do I know if I'm procrastinating or resting? Well, resting feels intentional. Your body softens. There's permission in it. You feel restored afterward. Procrastination feels heavy, avoidant. Rest restores you. Avoidance drains you. So instead of judging yourself, ask, what do I genuinely need right now? Sometimes, surprisingly, the answer is rest. Sometimes it's one small aligned step, but what if you're afraid to try again? Well, of course you are. When something hurt you, failed, disappointed you, or overwhelmed you before, your body remembers. Fear does not automatically mean stop. Sometimes it simply means go differently this time, slower, wiser, more consciously, more honestly, more aligned. You do not need to leap. You just need one aligned step. From that, let's bring this into the HOPE method. Harness. Notice the pull to say yes out of fear, scarcity, or urgency. Not to shame yourself, just to become aware. Optimal. Optimal is choosing what supports your actual life right now, right this minute, not what overwhelms it, not what impresses people, and certainly not what keeps you constantly performing. Positive. Positive is not saying yes to every single thing that comes across your desk. It's trusting that what is truly meant for you will not require you to abandon yourself to receive it. Energy. Your energy is sacred. Protect it by choosing fewer but more meaningful commitments. Not everything deserves access to your time, your peace, or your becoming. If this resonated with you, this is just the beginning. You can go deeper inside the HOPE method and when the soul remembers hope. And I've created additional reflections, practices, and resources for you on my author page, linked in bio. Because you do not have to navigate this season alone. For today, let yourself release what was never yours to carry. Not every opportunity is aligned. Not every open door is your door. And choosing less may actually be the very thing that allows your life to finally grow with intention. Because peace is not found in doing everything. It's found in learning what truly matters. Little by little, you stop chasing every single possibility and start building a life that genuinely feels like your own. And if nobody has reminded you lately, you're allowed to grow slowly. You are allowed to choose differently. And you are allowed to laugh at your own beautiful human chaos while figuring all of it out. Because healing is sacred. But occasionally, your nervous system just needs you to sit down, drink water, take a nap, and stop volunteering for stress you did not ask for. This has been your 15 minutes of hope, where we find clarity in the middle of becoming. And remember, sometimes, oh Lord, sometimes all you have left is hope. And sometimes hope is enough. Talk soon.